When Jesus had crossed again in the boat to the other side, a great crowd gathered around him, and he was by the sea. One of the leaders of the synagogue, named Jairus, came, and when he saw him, he fell at his feet, and he begged him repeatedly.
My daughter is at the point of death. Come lay your hands on her that she may be made well and live.
And so he went with him. A large crowd followed him and pressed in on him. Now there was a woman who had been suffering hemorrhages for 12 years, and she had endured much under many physicians and had spent all she had. And she was no better, but rather grew worse. She had heard about Jesus and came up behind him in the crowd and touched his cloak, saying,
"If I would touch his clothes, I would be made well."
Immediately her hemorrhage stopped, and she felt in her body that she was healed of her disease. Immediately aware that power had gone forth from him, Jesus turned about in the crowd.
Who touched me?
In the crowd! Hey, who touched me?
He looked around to see who had done it, but the woman, knowing what had happened, came in fear and trembling and fell down before him and told him the whole truth. Jesus said to her,
Go forth in peace. Your faith has made you well.
Your daughter's dead. Why trouble him anymore?
Jesus said to Jairus, Do not fear, only believe.
Do not fear, only believe.
He allowed no one to follow him except Peter, James, and John, the brother of James. When they came to the house of the leader of the synagogue, he saw a commotion.
Why do you weep? The child's better. Go, leave.
Here the father and mother and those who were with him and went into the child. And he took her by the hands and said, Talitha kum, which means, little girl, get up. And immediately the girl got up and began to walk about, for she was 12 years old. And they were overcome with amazement. And he strictly ordered them that no one should know of this, but to give her something to eat. And all were overjoyed.